Big pickup by Rouse that sets up a first down at the 30, just inside the 35. California showing pressure. Wally escapes the first blitzer, but doesn't get around the second. He's brought down for a loss of 6. Jeremy Aguilar, first man to get him.
For this guy as a Mike linebacker, I was really impressed with him in practice throughout the week because he was the one, you got to get the signals from the sidelines. He's directing the front on defense, moving the 3 technique around, communicating with the secondary. Jeremy Aguilar is a guy with a high football IQ. You really got a sense for that just looking at him in practice. Direct traffic in every direction.
Five seconds remaining here in the quarter, and they're not going to get this playoff. 3 quarters in the books. We've had a blast thus far, setting up for a terrific fourth quarter. California on top 19-14 after 3. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter coming up. You're watching the Triumphant Sports Bowl. Matt Rose and Anthony Herron and Kelly Herron here with you at Chandler High School. The start of the fourth quarter. Team California on top 19-14. That last time out brought to you by Phoenix Baptist Hospital. 2nd and 17 for Team USA. Again, California shows blitz. Low snap. Wally picks it up. 4 defenders all over him. That pass short. And a little yapping right now going on between Jeremy Aguilar and Jackie Hoffman.
And Chris Wally was going to try to set up the screen pass right there, but his running back was trying to clear himself through traffic, just couldn't quite work into an open spot in the zone of the defense. Nice job again by the linebacking core to kind of sniff that out because the front 4 and an extra blitzer, they were all in the backfield. There could have been some space available.
Trailing by 5. This will bring up a 3rd and 17. The ball must get to the 25-yard line, just beyond that. Wally steps up and fires down the right sideline, and that's incomplete. He had 2 receivers there. Delton Prescott Jr. and Tanner Rare. Neither one of them could come up with the ball, and that'll bring up a 4th and long, and they'll be forced to punt.
And now Ken Fenton finding different ways to attack the pocket of Team USA. Early in the game, Team California, outside linebacker Homer Mauga, he was the one coming from outside blitzing into the A-gap. Now we're seeing Jeremy Aguilar being the guy cleaning up the pocket in the A-gap, putting pressure on the QB.
Aaron Annis on to punt. Back deep for Team California is Dwayne Houston. Check that, that's Aaron Fisher standing at the 15-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field. And with that little break, let's head downstairs to Kelly.
All right, thanks, Matt. We've got Homer Mauga from Grossmont College. Homer, 15 sacks this season, over 100 tackles. You're having a great year. You've got a lot of scholarship offers.
Yeah.
Have you narrowed things down?
Man, I'm not too sure right now. I'm still waiting. I'm still being patient with everything. So, I mean, if everything falls in place with God's hand, then, you know, we'll go whatever he wants. So.
You got offers from Pac-10, Big Ten, Mountain West Conference. Anywhere that you're thinking, you know, you might be a good fit?
Right now, I'm not too sure yet. I mean, I'm still keeping options open, like I said. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. You know, it's breathless. So, I mean, I'm just taking everything slow. So.
Well, great. Well, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. God bless you guys.
Thank you, Kelly. Aaron Annis will punt away. Back deep is Aaron Fisher, standing at the 13-yard line. This time, no pressure. Good kick. He angles it towards the sideline. Great play by Tanner Rare, keeping it from going in the end zone. And that's downed inside the 5-yard line. California will take over. We'll take a timeout. 14:35 to go. Fourth quarter. California on top. Matt Rose and Anthony Herron. Kelly Herron here with you at Chandler High School at Austin Field. On first down, California, they'll run up the middle, nowhere to go. Trelon Henry, you see number 6. Looks like he's going to go to University of Illinois, play in the Big Ten. What's it like playing in a conference such as the Big Ten? You played at the University of Iowa for 4 years. 4 years or 5 years? What was that like for you?
Really, it's great when you get to go to a historic conference, the Big Ten, SEC, Pac-10, ACC, some of these traditional football powers. It's a great experience because you get to be kind of a well-rounded individual. You're not just focusing in on your sports. You get the full-fledged experience of being a collegiate athlete. I really loved it.
USA shows blitz, another run up the middle. Henry has had a big day. He had that huge touchdown earlier. This time, he busts this one for about 16 yards.
He's one of these ball carriers, even though he's small, and he's not even a guy that's short and got thick thighs or anything like that, but he's got such balance. And if you're a guy that's got the balance, you can really work against the fact that you're not such a physical ball carrier. And he's got a want to when he's carrying the football, where he can bring his own block every once in a while, even though he doesn't have that lead blocker every time he hits the hole.
Another first down. Henry checks out. In the backfield now is Marshawn Freelo, number 34. And they give us to Freelo. Nice cutback, stays on his feet, and picks up 6. Jake Muase brought him down. My apologies.
I like the commitment to the run game here. Team California said, you know what? The run game has set up some of the bigger passes that we've had earlier in the half. And then there's the fact that you've got a home run hitter in the backfield. And now Freelo's in the game. He's a guy that's made some big plays throughout his collegiate career. Maybe he's a guy that can break a big run for Team Cali as well.
Jordan Thomas, the quarterback, David Hill, the fullback, along with Freelo. As Freelo takes the handoff, nowhere to go, loss of 1 in the play.
There's been some moments here where Freelo, as he's been in the game, he's had to dance around in the backfield a little bit. Be nice to see him just get that carry as you take the handoff and get downhill, really press the hole, as opposed to now this can be something that can get you in bad habits in a format like this because you're looking to make that big play, hit that home run. Go ahead and press the hole, and if the offensive line does their job, there should be a crease.
3rd and 4. Freelo and Braxton Welford now line up in the backfield. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Play action. Thomas the throw, and that's incomplete. Trying to hit Welford, but it was Andre Cates. He was there to make the hit and break it up. So on 4th down, California will be forced to punt.
And Andre Cates is a guy who's known more as a cover corner. Used to be a receiver when he first came out of high school. Was going to go to Florida on a scholarship as a wide receiver. Gets to JUCO. Decides, you know what, I'm playing defensive back. He's turned into one of the best in the country. And now coming up with some physicality on that play there.
Cates ranked the number 3 quarterback in the country, as told by Rivals.com. 2 interceptions this year, 63 tackles, all-conference defensive back, and he hasn't been tested too much in this game, but when he has, he's made big plays. He's back deep now to receive the punt, He's got to backtrack, and he'll let it bounce, and he'll pick it up on the bounce. Gets around one man, trying to get to the outside, but now wrestled down at the 27-yard line, and that's where Team USA will take over as they trail by 5, 11-12 remaining here. Fourth quarter, don't go anywhere. Back here at Chandler High School on first down. Nice handoff. Has a lot of running room. George Conley. He's got enough for the first down. A pickup of 12 out to the 40-yard line.
When you get to this point in the game, it's the fourth quarter. If you haven't had your hands on the football yet, you're really getting anxious. Believe me, these skill position players from both teams want to be able to get the football in their hands and have an opportunity at making a big play, especially now that we've had a few fireworks here in the second half.
Interesting point to note, Taylor Perkins played the first quarter at quarterback. Corey Porch played quarter number 2. Wally played number 3. Back in at quarterback is Taylor Perkins, number 5. He played the first quarter. That's another poor snap, and he's just going to fall on the ball. A huge loss of 15 on the play, and that has been the story all day long with the exchange from center to quarterback. Bad snaps, low snaps, high snaps, fumbled snaps, ultimately the end result.
And it's unfortunate because you've really put your team so far behind the chains that there's almost no way to recover at this point in the drive. You know, you start off 1st and 10, now you're sitting at 2nd and 20. What play do you call as an offensive coordinator if you're Mike Giordano when you're sitting, or Giovando if you're sitting at 2nd and 20? I would call a screen if I were him.
Well, let's see if you're on the same page. A loss of 12 on the play. As no screen, but that's a draw play. Ooh, big hit. Conley hit hard at the 36-yard line. Kyle Munson, we told you about him earlier, not the biggest guy on the team, probably one of the smallest, but he plays like one of the biggest.
He really does. I'm a big fan of Kyle Munson because he has got no fear. He's got no fear as a defensive back. Pass coverage, coming up supporting the run. That little fella will bring the wood when you give him the opportunity.
$9:15 remaining, fourth quarter, 3rd and 12 for Team USA. They trail by 5. They led 14-5, but then 2 unanswered scores by Team California, and they have the 5-point lead. Perkins from the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receiver. Perkins steps up into the pocket, fires, and Tyrone Hendricks was hit as the ball came in, and that is incomplete. And again, Team USA will be forced to punt. Team California coach is extremely happy about that defensive stand.
And they should be. Aaron Fisher came up, made a nice hit on the receiver. And, you know, the quarterback there, Taylor Perkins, I didn't mind the pass so much. The decision was proper, but he sailed the ball over the guy's head. Tough to complete a pass all the way across the field like that unless you've got an extremely strong arm.
Aaron Annis will punt it away again for Team USA. And I met with Taylor Perkins on Wednesday when we were at Buffalo Wild Wings and Rings having dinner. And he mentioned to me that he said, hey, when I got here the first day of practice, what did I do? He said, I took the ball and I said, I want to be the guy. And he just went in there and showed a leadership role as that punt bounces inside the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. He said, I wanted to just step in there and say, I'm the quarterback of this team. Follow me. Let me lead you. And he did that in practice, and he's trying to do it here today, but it's been a struggle for Team USA's offense.
And that attitude in itself is something that can be very impressive to the coaching staff that's working with you in the game, and then that's something that gets communicated to college scouts as they come and communicate with the guys that work with you throughout the week. I mean, this is the biggest stage that most of these guys have been on so far. You had an all-star game. A lot of these players are on their way to scholarships, the Division I, Division II ranks. For you to step up and say, I want to be the guy to lead this offense, that's impressive.
Well, Team California will take over at the 27-yard line with 8:45 to go. Let's see if they try to milk the clock here as they lead by 5. They come out firing, lofting a pass, and that's caught by Willie. Out of bounds, inside the 40-yard line.
You want to talk about a guy with the skill set to high point the football, because you've got to be able to get yourself downfield in position to catch a fade route like that. He can certainly do that as a long strider, but then to float the pass up in the air, as a quarterback, you've got the confidence in your 6'3" wide receiver to make sure the defensive back isn't going to make the play. And to top it off, your receiver snags the ball from the air and picks you up a very big first down.
Mike Willie, 33-yard reception. And Team California in business at the 40. Thomas Henry in the backfield, I formation. Henry takes it up the middle, gets past one man, and has enough for the first down as he was able to maneuver his way inside the 30-yard line. This Thomas Henry has been something else today.
And his running style, I'm really impressed with it because of the fact that you'll see a lot of small guys with the ability he has to change directions, to get in and out of cuts. They'll want to bounce everything, but he presses the hole time and time again. For a guy that's 180 pounds, running up into the hole like he does. I mean, there's linebackers in there ready to take his head off, but he has no worries about that. He's hitting it downhill.
Henry stays in the game at tailback. David Hill, the fullback, in. With 7:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And the fake to Hill, and Thomas is brought down in the backfield. Jermaine Lett, we've been talking about him all game. He makes another big play in the backfield.
He had a huge first half, and it was dialed up because of the fact that the linebacker walks up into the gap. That means as the offensive line, you've got to figure out who you're going to block, A gap, B gap, and outside the C gap. That allows Lett the opportunity to penetrate in the backfield like we saw him do so often in the first half. Big play for him because now California is behind the chains.
2nd and 15 after the loss of 5. Henry comes out of the game. Braxton Welford takes over at tailback. On 2nd down, that screen pass batted away again by Jermaine Lett. He's playing just a terrific game on the defensive side of the ball.
You're going to come out here on the big stage against some of the best players in the country. This is the time where you certainly want to bring your A game. I'd have to say Jermaine Lett has brought his, no doubt.
He plays your position, defensive end, but he seems to me a little bit undersized for an end. 6'1", 245. Is that where you want to be to play defensive end, or do you need to be a little bit bigger?
And part of it is schematic. You know, you can end up with certain schools that may say we're okay with the smaller defensive ends. We can line them up in that wide 9 technique, like you see some of the ends out here today, where they get outside the tight end in that cock position, angled in towards the line of scrimmage. I think Jermaine Lett would fit well in a scheme like that. 9 technique guy, you just let him race up field, snap after snap after snap.
Third and 15 for California. Stephen Locke said before the game he could kick a 60-yard field goal, so this would be in his range. Letting it fly is Thomas to the end zone. Touchdown, John Robertson! Oh, what a pass by Thomas Robertson. Makes the grab in the end zone.
And it makes a huge difference as a quarterback when you've got time to stand tall in the pocket. You can deliver the football on time. It gives you everything you're looking for. And big Juan Bolanos, who's blocking as the right tackle, has to pick up Jermaine Lett.
Was he out of bounds?
It's possible that he was out of bounds right there. We're going to see what the call was from the official. I didn't see them wave with the out-of-bounds motion. Could have been that the defensive back had forced him out of bounds and he came back in to receive the football.
So this will set up now a 52-yard field goal attempt for Stephen Locke as that kick is up and he's got the leg, no good. It's wide right. Just missed a good attempt by Stephen Locke. So a break for Team USA. They'll get the ball back. A chance to take the lead back as they trail by 5. 6:27 to go. Fourth quarter. This is the Triumphant Sports Bowl. Back here at Chandler High School, the Triumphant Sports Bowl. Matt Rosen and Anthony Herron as a timeout is taken by Team USA with 6:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. They trailed by 5. Let's head downstairs to Kelly Herron. Kelly, what do you have?
All right, we've got Coach Fenton for Team California right now. Coach Fenton, you're a defensive-minded guy. This is a defensive football game right now, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. We would like to get our offense rolling. We would like to have some bigger plays. Sounds like we might have had a touchdown scored. So defense wins championships, but offense is exciting.
Yeah, you guys already have a safety, a 3-and-out. Your defense is playing pretty good right now.
Yes, ma'am. I just try to make sure I can put them in the right positions, but the guys make all the plays. I give all the credit to them.
All right, well, good luck in the game.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad y'all here.
Thank you, Kelly. USA trailing by 5 with 6:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. 19-14 is the score.